Hi, everybody. This is the Hour of Power from Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ifft. I'm here to talk to you today about Skanktees.com. Skanktees.com is an adult blog and t-shirt website. The content is not for the average man or woman, especially not children. We have 52 original slogans plus logo shirts, shorts, and badass hoodies. Their company slogan is a little dirty and a lot of fun.
Hey, this is Eddie from Talking Shit. This is our Thanksgiving episode. Before we start, I want to thank everybody for donations that you've sent. If you go to our website, it's JimandEddieTalkShit.com. That's JimandEddieTalkShit.com. That is the place where you donate. You are the ones. This is like watching like a Jerry Lewis telethon. You donate, you help some kids in need. So just donate some money. Give 5, 10, 25, 35, 45, 55, going once, twice, sold, whatever the fuck you give. You get our DVDs. Jim's brand new DVD, Alcoholicost, my DVD, Eddie Ifft Live. You get that. You get CDs. You get posters, T-shirts, all kinds of things. If you're a fan of the show, this is stuff you want. We'll also send you some stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. So make sure you do that. You donate, you help the show, and you get some really good swag. So go to JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Also, if you want to write us an email, best place to do it, JimandEddie@yahoo.com. Jim and Eddie, is that right? Jim and Eddie at Yahoo. Does anybody know? Yeah. JimandEddie@yahoo.com. I'm surprised that name was never taken before. I'm sure there's a gay couple somewhere. Let's just start the show.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit.
Hey everybody, this is Eddie from Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ifft. I am solo tonight. I have no Jim Jeffries, but that does not mean I am alone in the room tonight. I have almost everybody. Fat Cunt is right beside me. Jesse is here. Jesse's brought some friends along. I have Ernie, as usually, recording the show, hopefully doing it that he doesn't delete it or mess it up or fuck it up like he did on episode 27. Lolita's here, and you heard that voice, everybody's favorite voice.
Everybody's favorite Jewish cackle.
That is the Lindsay Karaski. And your little dog, too. So right next to me where Jim Jeffries always sits, we don't have Jim tonight, so we have put the Jim Jeffries mask in his place, and we don't need to put anything down on the sofa because there's a little bit of blood stains from his hemorrhoids. I can see some cum stains on the couch, a little bit of grease that probably dripped out of his face. We found a can of baked beans that he was eating in the refrigerator. This is how Jim eats. He just opens up a can of baked beans and eats. He makes tons and tons of money doing stand-up and then comes home and eats canned baked beans alone on the couch while watching reruns of Cheers. What a great life. For all you that aspire to be a comedian someday and be a successful comedian, just let that know to you. That's where you're going to end up, on a couch crying, eating baked beans with a bloody asshole. Jason, Hour of Power, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right.
Jason, I used Jason in a film today. We shot some videos for CrossFit, and Jason was teaching CrossFit for dogs. And I tell Jason when he's going to perform, he's good to be a little stoned and a little drunk. How are you today, Jason?
I was a little stoned.
A little? You were fucking off your face.
No.
Yeah, you were so hard to work with.
I thought we did a lot today.
I did a lot. PK, our cameraman, did a lot. Everybody who helped out on the shoot did a lot. You were just there.
Well, he kept his eyes open and his head up. That's really hard for him to do.
It's because I was the talent. That was my job to be there.
Do you really think you're that talented?
I have no idea.
No, don't get humble now.
Jason has told me that he is a better actor than you and Jim. Seriously. Not even, no joke. He has looked me in the eye. He was talking about the pilot and how, and Jim's pilot and you acting in it. And he was like, I don't know why they don't put me in it. I'm better than Jim and Eddie at acting.
Are you better?
Well, Jim, we'll have to see what happens with, like, I want to see some.
So basically,
dailies.
you might be better than Jim. You're definitely better than Eddie.
I'm not going to.
Well, I will tell you right now, Jim's not here because Jim has what's called a pilot, Jason. They're making a TV show about Jim. I don't know what the name of it is, something like the Jim Jeffries Show.
I think they're calling it Legit.
Legit.
Yeah.
That's So they're shooting his pilot. He's in Portland, Oregon, shooting it right now. So Jim can't be here with us for this episode. I know a lot of you have just turned it off. And you're probably wearing a soccer jersey, football jersey, and you've probably killed a person. Because Jim's...
Oi!
Yeah. Oi, fuck you, cunts.
Oi, this is Hour of Power. Fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah, Jason.
And they hate me. I
you know
don't
what?
understand.
Weirdly, I want to turn this off now. Are you going to continue to do that?
No.
All right. Why don't you just speak when spoken to?
Follow the rules.
Yeah. So this is our Thanksgiving episode. If you're listening to this, you don't have a family. Because most people are spending this day with their family and loved ones and eating turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and all the fixins. But no, you are alone in your room listening to your iPod or your iPhone and listening to the loneliest man alive, Eddie Ifft. This is our Thanksgiving episode, but I do want to mention in the future now, we have plans. We are all going to do it. If you're listening to this right now and you're in Australia, you don't have Thanksgiving. It's Thursday night in Thanksgiving in Australia on the 24th of November, and I'm there right now. I'm actually in Australia. I'm not here recording the show. I'm there. We pre-recorded this. So I'm at the Sydney Comedy Store, and you can come see me. I still have 2 more shows, tomorrow night and Saturday. So come see me at the Sydney Comedy Store. And you can also see me. I'll just be in Bondi fucking surfing.
I would like to ask someone if they could lock me in a closet on Thanksgiving because I'm trying hard to stay.
I think we have at
thin.
least 30,000 loyal fans who would be willing to do that.
Eddie, that was an impressive plug. It was so smooth.
Yeah, it was smooth.
It was amazing. I was just like that.
Well, I have a little Thanksgiving announcement to make, and then we're going to do our Thanksgiving stories. We have decided to add 2 shows to the Talking Shit group. One is going to be the Brian McCarthy Show. We're going to sponsor Brian McCarthy's podcast, and we know most of you. There's a few haters out there.
We're not legally liable to anything he does, though, right? I just want to make sure.
Ew.
Brian. Come on, really.
So Brian McCarthy, what does he do that's that bad?
I don't know. He has sex.
I don't know. Yeah, listen to.
Transsexuals in Thailand.
How's that illegal?
Yeah.
Depending on their age, right?
Yeah.
Could be a bit of an issue.
So we're going to have the Brian McCarthy Show, and we're also going to have the Mongcast, which is going to be produced by none other than Dun Dun Dun
Hour of Power.
Fat Cunt. Jason is going to be producing a new show called the Mongcast, which has the Mongtourage on it, which are all the fucking idiots from this show. And who's going to be on that show, Jason?
Well, we're going to have Shapiro. We're going to have.
Do you have a nickname for Shapiro?
No, I just call him Shapiro.
No, but when he's not around, you call him the fucking Jew.
Yeah, I call him the Jew.
That's hilarious. That's like the first funny thing you've ever said, Jason. I'm impressed. Wow, maybe you can produce a show.
I made that up.
No wonder. And Machete.
Machete? What is Machete?
Machete is Machete. He's the man, dude. You know, like he doesn't really.
Wow,
need
that's a
much of an
great producer. Way to sell this show, Jason.
Can you just start calling everybody by their nationalities?
He's Mexican.
Hey, question. Whatever happened when Machete got his name? Wasn't that because we were trying? Didn't someone know the
Danny
guy
Trio.
Yeah, who knew Danny Trio?
I ran
Weren't we
into him
supposed
in
to get Danny
it. Jason
Trio?
knew him supposedly.
No, I don't know him.
He's a Venice local.
And
And
you
then
saw him at the
You
airport.
made coffee for him.
Jason,
No, I've met him a couple
Jason
times,
knows
though.
somebody who knows him, just like
No, I've
every
met
other-
him over
Yeah.
because he.
Just like our guest that we were supposed. Tonight's guest was supposed to be Dennis Hopper's son that Jason introduced me to at the coffee shop. He was wearing sunglasses that looked like stars.
yeah.
He's really weird. I mean, did you really think he was going to show up for this?
Yeah, well,
He's really weird. Nice guy.
yeah.
Well, I think
He's
he
a
also
really
has a
nice guy.
reputation.
He what?
He has a reputation.
Yeah,
He's,
we
like,
shouldn't
in
talk
films
about
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
So his
Is
father
he like Tom
does.
Cruise?
He's
We
no,
can't
he-
fucking talk about him. Let's go.
but he actually is like an actor.
Yeah, he's an actor. He's done like one film.
Yeah.
He's famous for being Dennis Hopper's son.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
these guys have like shit on the biggest stars in the world,
Well, that's
and
the
you're
thing.
afraid of Dennis Hopper's
no,
son.
No. I've met him several times casually, just at like local Venice parties, and he's not a. He's a real hippie kid. He's very weird. He sits in the corner and does whatever.
Perfect. We
I don't
bring
think
him
he
here.
would like join in at all or find.
He
everyone finding
says some really
that
funny things though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him that well, so maybe.
Oh, bad.
I think you're funny.
Ew. So we don't have a guest, thanks to Jason. You didn't come through again.
When will you stop giving him responsibility?
Yeah.
You know, look, we had a meeting Thursday about this show,
Mm-hmm.
And in that meeting, I came away with the understanding that booking guests was Eddie and Jesse responsibility.
Why don't you just say Eddie and the fucking Jew?
Eddie and the Jew.
Why don't you say it like you do when he's not around?
The Jew's kind of like a superpower.
You can't call him juice, like orange juice. What did you call him?
Legally, though, you should say.
What do you
that.
what do you call him when he's not around?
The juice.
The juice.
The Jews.
I'm not surprised because I think that's definitely someone else's stand-up joke. Can't remember who it is.
And
but
someone else's nickname, I believe.
do you
God,
sense,
everyone's done
Do you sense anti-Semitism in Jason?
No, I think it's just
No.
more retardation. It's-
You know,
Because when I have talks with him, he's a conspiracy theorist. So he'll jump on the Jew bandwagon if he gets a chance of like the Jews control the media thing.
well, we do.
Yeah,
mean,
I know. But
that's not
No denying
no,
that.
you know what's funny is a lot of the position that the Jewish culture has in society comes from basically persecution.
uh-huh.
The reason that they became bankers, etc., was because
Way to bring that up.
No, really. Tell me more, Bortle.
in the Middle Ages they weren't allowed to do anything
You're so
but be money
boring
changers.
tonight. This is boring.
Take off your top.
Now you're a perv.
Now
Go
you'll
back to
really
being-
bore us.
Yeah, right?
She used to be fun when she had tits.
She's showing
Lindsay leaned back as soon
Yeah.
as she
I
with
just- I
a
did
with a big
adjust-
shoulder
I adjusted
shoulder
my
movement back.
posture to show that I still have something to offer this world.
Because they're her prized possession.
I carry them everywhere.
Jason, now tell me about the Jews some more.
I don't know much else.
Tell us what you were going to tell us about the Middle Ages. And
Oh well, like there's a book about the
I'd like to boo him.
there's a
but I
book
know
about
that's
the
reserved for
Rothschilds
me.
family that my friend told me about.
The only thing, the thing that's the most retarded is you won't say his name, but you'll talk shit about Jews nonstop. Like, you're really retarded.
No, they're forgiving.
We don't believe in forgiveness. We believe in guilt. Yeah, you obviously haven't studied your fucking Jew, dick
Well,
nut.
guilt's
Start with
different.
Jesus.
Guilt's different than what those other people.
I
do.
like how there's animosity between you two, but where there's more animosity is on the other side of the room. The Lalit Lindsay.
All right, you know what I think? I
Really
think
isn't.
Lily should say 10 wonderful, nice things about Lindsay.
No, this
about
is-
that's like her
Jason
best
playing the
qualities.
And
that
Jason,
you've seen.
this is why no one's going to listen
know
to your
what, though?
Moncast.
You know what I would like to
Because,
do?
wait, hold on, Lily. Hold on. You just said, you say 10 wonderful things. No, I want them to say 10 horrible things about each
But
other.
I think they would just do that on anyways. That's why I was making it more difficult
Yeah,
for them.
totally. Totally.
All right.
Spew hate.
All right, go ahead, Lily. What do you have to say?
I was going to say that maybe we should hang out, Lindsay, outside of the
Yeah.
show.
Did you say make out?
No. No,
That's the second
not.
funniest thing you've
and
ever
make
said.
out away from Jason.
Yes, Lee.
And make
I
a
will
video.
accept your offer. You know, we're neighbors. We both live in Venice.
This is true.
You both have vaginas?
And I secretly.
Neither of them
not
are used?
secretly, But I saw you at the Eagle Rock Music Festival.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was kind of creepy because the next day I saw you here for the first time at the podcast, but I saw you at the
Oh,
show
cool.
walking by, and I was like, "That's
God, I miss Jim right
This
now.
is not going to end up well.
Yeah, what's that all about?
No, I mean,
Fuck off.
yeah, I definitely sense that even if you guys hang out, you'll still hate each other afterwards.
We don't hate. I mean, what?
Yeah,
we
I
don't
sense some
each
hate.
other.
I sense some hate.
Yeah, you're right.
Lalit's talked some shit on you.
That's fine.
Lalit,
I don't mind.
you were drinking the other night and you were like, how dare she come back into this show?
Yeah.
Where was she? Lalit made it like it was a family. She left the family. She left us high and dry.
I did say that.
And now she walks right back in the door and she expects to be.
One thing, I'm going to take back that coffee thing that I was going to do with you. I'm not going to do that.
I thought alcohol would be better. Then we'd really get the truth out.
Yes.
Let's get the girls drunk. Let's get the girls
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah, but we should go hang out at like a boxing ring or something.
Oh yeah!
That's
Women boxing.
Well, who would win?
Jason will lend you his singlet.
Yeah.
Fuck me, that is disgusting.
You both have to be in it together.
Farside
and
will
fight
lend
each
you his
other like
bikini.
Siamese boxing.
Where is Farside? No Farside.
No,
tonight,
we don't have
is
Farside or Ray tonight or Jim. It's really it's
a
not
depressing
it's
room.
not a very Thanksgiving type night. Lalit, another note that I want to give you today, when we were filming the video, we had to go over to Lalit's to pick something up and get Lalit was helping out. And we couldn't get a hold of you, Lalit. So I said, Jason, don't you know how to get into Lalit's? I go, do you have a key to Lalit's place? And he went, no,
Just
which
to her
is
heart.
very smart of you. And then I said, do you know how to get
It's
into
on
her place?
occasion.
And she lives in a high security building. Sure enough, somebody knows how to get in. And I go, did Lalit show you that? And he goes, no, I watched some other dude do
Yeah,
it.
he's like a Venice hoodlum. Pop open the gate from the top.
Don't explain. Okay, tell us how.
Yeah, this sounds real fucking high security. Oh, he jumped up a couple inches and popped the gate open from the top.
What I love about Jason, though, is that when he does come over, he'll still ring me to let me know that he's there instead of creeping.
He's never
in.
heard that before. What I love
Knocking
about
on my
Jason.
door.
That's Thanksgiving for you.
What do you love about Jason, Lindsay?
Jason, this show's not about positivity.
Yeah.
And you can, even though it's Thanksgiving, we're going to take it down.
Do you know what I love about Jason? I love when you get beaten on. I like watching you at your lowest moment, down. I like watching you on this couch, living here.
Jesus.
That's what I like. Ultimately, you're
Wait,
demonic.
Lindsay, that's where you're wrong. When he's living here, rent free, on the
true.
beach. I bought him In-N-Out today. He had fucking. You have the best life ever.
Well, he's
at
a
his,
SAG actor. You
Yeah,
have
he's
to see him
talent.
if he's
What the
doing
fuck?
work for
He's
you.
at his height today. How many? My girlfriend brought the In-N-Out in. She didn't even get the key out of her purse to open the door, and he goes, "Give me the bags. Give me the food. Give me the food. Are those mine? Are those my sandwiches? Are those mine?" And then you just wolfed them down. You eat like you've never fucking eaten it.
I was hungry today.
Or stoned, or both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens, doesn't it, Jason?
All right,
Crazy.
who's got a good Thanksgiving story?
I don't.
I have one, but
don't have one.
I'll hold it off.
I had a story to say. It was an article that I read that I thought would be interesting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, why don't you make us all fucking go to sleep?
What happened to the boxing match between Lindsay
she just
and
got-
Is that me?
Lalit that we were organizing?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We get those big oversized gloves that are like really they're not
Yeah.
that hard. You won't hurt each
Yeah,
other
and
too
if the
much.
listeners out there hate this voice so much, donate more, and we'll get Scarlett Johansson to read over everything
we'll do
I
is-
do every fucking
We could
week.
do
Here's
is-
what we'll do. If we raise $5,000
Yeah.
in the next week,
Bikini
we will get
boxing.
rid of Lindsay. How about that? Lindsay will be gone. If you hate
Similar
Lindsay's
donation.
voice,
And I don't mean
Hold on,
when
wasn't that
Jesse's.
the same donation to kill Jason?
Yeah. When
$5,000.
Jesse says
Didn't raise
gone, when Jesse says gone, he doesn't mean she'll be off the show. She'll be gone.
Yeah.
Machete knows fucking people.
I would
There's
think
a
the Jew
reason.
knew more people than me.
Oh,
hey,
Jesse just dropped the price to 3,000.
exactly. 2,500 and dropping quick.
The Jews know how to bargain. All right, so who's got a Thanksgiving story?
No. But I want them to. Are we going to organize this
no,
boxing match?
I like this thread. I like this
Yeah.
idea. These two fighting. each
Really?
We
Then
really
let's change
don't
the
have
subject.
any. I mean,
I know. It's
They're
all-
not gonna fight.
we'll probably talk shit about each other, but you know what we're
No,
gonna
no,
do?
no.
We're gonna talk shit about each other when we're not around.
Is this another thing that we're never gonna do that we're gonna talk
No,
about?
like
No,
I
'cause this
talked.
is possible.
I got put in a singlet and did it, dude. I think these guys will do
Lily,
it.
would you fight Lindsay?
We can get you guys in those fat costumes or something.
Yeah, sumo fight.
I
The-
would
the
definitely
big
do sumo
inflated
wrestling.
sumo fight.
Men, you don't understand LA. All right, we're LA women. When we're in front of each other,
You
we're
are not a
friends.
fucking LA
We're
woman.
friends until the other one leaves, and we hate each other. We don't do it when we're together. We're fine.
So can one
All
of
right,
you
so-
wait? So can one of you leave the room? and the other one
$500
talk
in
about
the
it?
Yes.
next week, and Lindsay's off the show.
Lalit, go upstairs for a
what
little
is with
bit.
you trying to heist me?
Hold
out
on,
of here?
hold on.
Who's
Lalit,
gonna run the camera one?
it'll run itself. You go upstairs for like a minute, and we're gonna have Lindsay talk about you, and then you go upstairs. Let's do it. Ready?
You guys are like the meanest people.
I know.
ever.
Look, Lalit,
No.
you sure heard the shit Lalit was
I
saying
don't
the other
care.
night.
It wasn't that. It wasn't about that.
Right here, I
It was
can't hear.
political. It was political. It was just, it was work oriented. I'm all
What
about
was
work.
political about it?
It was just about like.
So
hey,
I didn't work on this show.
Lalit's
No,
a
you
Ron
did.
Paul supporter.
Fuck
Sorry.
you. I kind of feel like it's that bumper sticker, like ass or grass to get your ride. You know what I mean?
Ass or grass.
That's the way in.
I never understood that one.
I don't
Lily. Could
understand
you
It's like
explain
you
it?
got to give something to be a part of something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like a trust fund kid here, is what you're saying. Because we could talk about the beginning of how the show started.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could talk about who got the URL and who got the fucking.
Damn,
list
that
of
shit's
things.
hard.
I got
girl.
the URL.
That is so.
I got the URL. I paid for the URL. I paid for the hosting.
I did the Libsyn thing. Oh, really? You paid for something?
Man,
really?
signing
Yeah.
up for shit is so hard, man. I don't know how you guys did that, yo.
The people on your show are cunts. What happened? This
I
used to
know,
be like
I
fun.
know.
You got to
guys are
think of
mean.
usernames and passwords
These
and
guys are
shit.
mean.
How are you
It's
gonna
all
do
based
that?
in negativity, Lindsay. It's It's all based in
Well,
negativity.
actually, I'm sorry that you feel like I didn't earn my weight to be sitting here
You're misconstruing my
once
words.
a week. No, fucking my ass shredded by everyone in this fucking room. Sorry you don't think that I earned to fucking come in here and be called fat.
I don't
a
call you
whore.
fat.
Miss Rinzy.
Miss Ritzy.
It's a family, and it's like when you're a family and you sit down to dinner, everyone puts something on the table. That's all I'm saying. Like, come be a part of our family so I can see you outside the show. So we're working on projects. Like, we're all
Yeah.
trying to do shit away from here that brings to the collective. That's all I'm saying. Like, just
Yeah.
All right, let me interrupt for a
love.
second.
It's not just like, you know.
You know what, Lily? You know what you're feeling? Same way the prodigal son felt. Why don't you explain that parable of the Bible, Jason?
Well, the 11th hour labor actually is another one of those. It's basically that those that come to a realization and repent of their mindset are entitled to the feast no matter how late it comes in life.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm an
Nobody
atheist. Shut
does.
the
Not
fuck
even
up.
Jason doesn't. The guy that wrote it doesn't fucking know
But
what that
for the
means.
record, I did used to do some work.
And I heard, you
behind
know what?
the
After
scenes.
that,
I did
fact,
a lot of work.
I did hear
behind
from
the
Jason
scenes.
more because I did get skewed versions from Eddie. And
You said I didn't do any work on this thing?
Lindsay left the show because we had a falling out. Jem and I asked Lindsay to come back to the show, and we are happy to have Lindsay back on the show.
And Lindsay said no.
And Lindsay now is back, and we like having Lindsay.
Yeah.
And
there
there's
really is no
we
backstory.
like having Lindsay. We don't like her voice back.
No.
But no,
Lindsay doesn't like it either. I listened to it and I agree with all of you.
No, I like your voice, Lindsay. I think it's good. And I think it's fun.
We should
Little
get you one of
high-pitched.
those like voice things.
Yeah.
So you just sound like that scary, creepy guy.
Or
on the
we should
phone
just
who's
slit her
telling
throat.
people they're about to get killed.
You could do that.
But Lily, we love having you here. You've been a great part of the show. You've made out with porn stars. You've
Sucked
I
a
do
porn
that.
star's
sucked
nipple.
a porn star's
That was
nipple
great.
for us.
Lindsay, would you,
I'm
you
horny.
call-
That's what I don't get laid. Maybe if
You've yeah, but what she fucks doesn't count as getting laid.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you guys met my boyfriend.
What? Oh, let's go
I love you,
there.
honey.
What's up with your boyfriend? What's he do? What's his story?
My boyfriend is a analyst for
What do
an
you
online
what do you
betting
call your
company.
boyfriend? What's your nickname?
Twitchy.
Yeah.
Why do you call him Twitchy?
He's a twitchy little Englishman. He's 6, maybe 6 foot. Really, he weighs less than I do.
Does he smoke crystal? Why is he twitching?
No, he's just twitchy. He's one of those. He's very awkward. Like if you saw him walk physically, he has like a hunch. He's fucking London. He's fucking South London.
All
He's
right.
dirty.
Enough of this relationship. I want Thanksgiving stories. Does anybody have a fucking Thanksgiving story here?
I got
I
nothing.
hate it. My
Nothing.
family sucks. I never like being there.
All right, Lindsay,
Yeah.
no Thanksgiving.
No one ever let me eat dessert. I don't know.
Hour of power. You have to have a Thanksgiving story.
One time in high school, I think it was like junior year, my stepfather locked me out of the house and took my mom to Arizona to have Thanksgiving with his
Should I bring
parents.
tissue down?
And then I got the flu, but I broke into the house and I had diarrhea really bad and basically spit the house and the Thanksgiving in my parents' house.
Let's
against
go.
their-
Let's go step by step. So your stepfather locked you out of the house. Why?
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
He well, we didn't get along well.
Okay. So how old were you about?
17.
And he just said, "Fuck you. You're out of the house."
Yeah, he didn't want me in the. They didn't take me. They went to go have Thanksgiving with my grandparents in Arizona. Yeah,
And they didn't invite you.
And they didn't want me to go.
Why didn't they want you to go?
We weren't getting along very well.
Does your family even feel the way we do?
I guess.
Okay, so they locked you out.
Your mom seems so nice on the
I
phone.
know.
You've had
My mom is nice.
You've had a history of being kicked out of the house of houses. You have a thing with houses. You and houses don't do well. So your dad and stepdad goes, get out. He goes to Arizona. No idea where you're going to be.
Were you like home
Right.
alone?
Yeah, I was like home alone at 17.
No, he wasn't home alone. He was alone. There was no home involved. So then you went and you broke into the house.
Yeah.
Did you make a Thanksgiving feast?
No, there was nothing in there really, so I just kind of.
This is so depressing.
I was sick too. It sucked. I had diarrhea, the flu.
I want to binge eat after this story.
Yeah. The worst part was is they
The worst part.
they took the family pets with them, right?
Yeah.
What ended up happening was there was fleas in the house, and there was a lot of carpet, and because the dog and the cat were over at the kennel, all those fleas were hungry, and they were coming after me, dude.
So the fleas had Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but not me.
You were Thanksgiving dinner for the Fleas.
Yeah.
And then
It sucked.
did your stepdad find out that you were there?
I don't know if I ever told him that I did that.
Why not?
Oh, I think I told my mom I got into the house, but she maybe didn't tell him.
Jason, that's really, that makes me, I think we just lost about 10 of our listeners that have now slit their wrists listening the most. They're sitting at
Happy
home,
Thanksgiving, everybody.
they're sitting at home going, I thought I had the worst Thanksgiving ever. I'm home alone.
Oh, I'm sure Jim could one up that one.
Right, but see, they don't have Thanksgiving in Australia.
Oh, then he would
Yeah,
have
Christmas.
some other. What do they do?
They don't, that's not one of their holidays. They didn't have pilgrims come and kill the Indians.
They wrestle kangaroos on this day.
I mean, do they have an equivalent holiday? When do they give thanks?
On Fridays when
Just
work's
every-
over.
Yeah, actually, they start drinking at work. You've met my friend Frankie. She's Australian. She lives and works in the States. And on Friday at 4:00, they're allowed to start drinking in the office.
God, what a great place.
Right?
I've never been to an office like that. I've been to Australia.
I've just been to rehab and they're drinking and using all the time.
I have a Thanksgiving story that happened right here on this couch. I used to have a girl that Jason knows very well. I might have told this already on the podcast.
We'll call her the Sniper
Why do you call her the Sniper?
because she made a Facebook account once and added you as the only friend and put up a bunch of pictures of her with guns after you guys broke up. I don't know if that was a correlative function, but
Must have been true love.
And added me as a friend and
Yeah.
put aim is all that matters.
yeah, and like pictures of her shooting guns and stuff, and you're the only friend she has.
Meanwhile, Jesse and I ran into her on the street, and he can confirm this. We ran into her down on Washington, and she said, "What do you have to?" And I brought up your name, and she goes, "Fucking Jason Hour. I hope I never see that fucking cunt again."
That was her?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
that's the Sniper.
She seemed nice.
But she went crazy about Jason.
I don't know.
She's
Why?
like, "Fuck Jason Hour." I don't know. Why would she hate you, Jason?
I really
nice to
don't
you.
know.
Didn't your wife and you try to have a threesome with her?
We hung out with her.
You dirty swingers.
You got creepy with her, didn't you?
No.
That was a creepy way to say no.
His wife did. You weren't allowed in the room.
Did you guys chase her out of your house?
No, she just she did her own thing.
Yeah, like put her shoes on and fucking run out of the house.
Yeah.
Is that what you call your own thing?
Well, I mean, you want to talk about it? We can.
Let's do that. Let's talk about your awkward threesome stories that didn't actually turn into threesomes.
Well, it wasn't a threesome. She just came over and took her clothes off.
This is Eddie's ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Wasn't my girlfriend.
Got into bed with us.
Eddie, are you listening to
Was
this?
there for a while.
Was this before or after Eddie?
And then
After, I'm assuming.
Most of the girls I've been with, Jason has been in bed with, but not by their choice.
Really?
Yeah, he leaves parts of himself in every bed. Go
So
ahead.
I mean, it was just whatever, like nothing happened, but she put herself there.
Okay, well, my story is she was over here for Thanksgiving. We had broken up, and I was alone on Thanksgiving, and she was alone, and I knew she was sad, and I said, "Hey, why don't you come over? We'll have Thanksgiving dinner together. I'll cook," which I didn't cook. I did the regular guy thing to do. I just bought everything from Whole Foods and then put it in pans and plates and everything and made it look like I cooked it, but it was already pre-cooked, and I just heated it up, and then I looked like I made this amazing feast. She and I are eating, drinking wine. The girl that walked my dog at the time, you probably know her, Lindsay. You might remember that girl.
That was me.
No, the other one.
Who walked your dog?
We can't say her name either.
Okay.
Well, the girl that walked my dog came
Can you line
over,
it to me?
and they hated each other. They just never liked each other because I used to date my dog walker. And so the dog walker.
I remember her.
The dog walker was on her way over, and I said to the dog walker, "Hey, I'm having dinner with this woman." And she was like, I'm just coming in. I'm getting the dog, and I'm leaving. And I went, okay. So the girl that was here goes, "No, you can't bring her in, blah, 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 blah." And I went, "Oh, you'll like her. She's a nice chick, blah, blah, blah." And I go, "She's cute, too." She goes, "She'll hate me." I go, "No, she'll like you. She's bisexual," which I made up. I go, "She's bisexual." And I just completely made that up. And she goes, "Really?" And the girl on the couch goes, "So am I." So as soon as the dog walker came in, I shoveled a bottle of wine down her throat as fast as I could.
I think she came over Thanksgiving, actually.
Like your stories of Thanksgiving?
No, I
stories?
think she came over after this.
What do you mean?
Because she ran out of here first.
And then she went
And
over
then ran
got
out of my
naked.
house next.
No.
Wow, that would
It
be
might
magical.
be the same night. She was mad at you when she came over. I'm not kidding.
that is the best way to get me back.
Don't fight fate.
So what happened? Serious? No, because she slept the night. You're wrong.
Yeah, she left.
No, she stayed the whole night. The other girl left.
Oh, the other one left. Okay.
Did you have the other one over?
No.
too?
Not that I know of. It was.
Let's just say everyone was happy. The wine was going. Then we started on dessert. Pumpkin pie, whipped cream. The next thing you know, all over everywhere. And when you see that in the movies, when like people in like porn are putting food on each other, it's sexy. Not sexy when it's all over the house,
No.
like on the walls, the dogs like licking the walls and the windows, in the carpet. Pumpkin pie too, not just like whipped cream.
You
So-
put it like on
Dogs
each other's
like pumpkin.
bodies.
Yeah. So the next thing you know, we're in the shower. Everyone's like going crazy. And then the crying begins. The one girl gets mad because I'm paying too much attention to the other girl. There's whipped cream in places and pumpkin pie where it shouldn't be.
Infections.
Yeah. And so the dog walker jumps out of the shower, takes the dog, and leaves. And then I'm left with the ex-girlfriend, which is not what the plan was. So she ends up staying the night. She didn't go to your house, Jason.
Okay.
And in the middle of the night, she wakes me up and goes, "You planned this whole thing."
I just tell you, like, you like to, I don't know, you brought her up, and that's just maybe not a good idea because,
Because she's a sniper.
yeah, she might kill us.
We haven't mentioned her name. Nobody knows who it is.
What if she listens to the show, and that's just enough? Put her
I
over
think
the
everyone
edge.
that listens to this show is a little bit of
Yeah, I
serial
bet
killer
you,
in
you know,
them.
like whatever
Well,
percentage
that's why.
of the population is sociopathic, we have that mean as our.
Yeah,
as
you
our-
all try to friend me on Facebook, and you're fucking weird. You're all fucking weird.
Yeah, if you want to,
I'm not even friends with you on Facebook.
yeah, if you want to add me on Facebook, I have a fan page. How do you have my,
yeah, exactly.
my personal page? I try
I
to.
don't have a fan page. I have a personal page. Just stop fucking trying to add me.
I have a
Jeez,
fan
Lindsay, You're
page.
making friends.
Everybody,
actually-
go and friend Lindsay right now.
Yeah, friend Lindsay
but
Karowski.
you know
How do you
what?
spell
Karowski.
Karowski?
How do you spell your last name?
I'm not- don't,
K-U-R-C-U-N-T.
come on, Don't. I should take that back because I did friend a few people. People have written me some really nice messages here and there. So
I get
thank you.
encouragement
I
all the time.
appreciate the support.
I don't
For the most
believe
part,
it.
a bunch of people friend me, and you're very weird.
No, there's nice people out there.
I don't
believe it or
friend any
not.
of you because I go to your page and you're all mean to me. So no, I'm not friending any of you. But you can send me a nice message. Someone said I look like Dr. Cuddy from House.
Cuddy?
Yeah,
I don't watch that show.
not cunty. No.
Oh, Lindsay.
Lily.
I was like, Lindsay, where's the comeback?
Yeah.
Jason
no.
was trying to talk about us one day, and he goes, he was trying to say your name, and he goes, Lindsay. Like, you just
Lindsay.
mashed our names together. By the
there's
way,
a-
Jason, thanks for almost killing me the other night at Townhouse.
I want to see you guys fight in bikinis.
Wait, we have a fan that fan that loves Jason so much. Here he was, the Mangina guy with the guns.
Yeah, that guy scares
Do you remember? And it said, "Hey, like, what it's." He wrote on his chest, "Fuck you, Jason," completely naked in a mangina.
That's scary.
Holding what we thought was a M16 or an AK-47 and,
AR-15,
and a
yeah.
sawed-off shotgun. Well, he wrote back. Gary Ruvus said, "Hey, Jim and Eddie, thanks for the shout-out. I'm the guy who sent you the two-gun mangina. I just want to clarify a few things. Firstly, and most importantly, I am not one of Jason's friends."
Great.
If I was, I'd be giving my 12 gauge. I'd be giving my 12 gauge a blowjob right now. Secondly, the gun in my left hand is a long-barreled 45 long Colt revolver. It can easily bring down a bear fat retard.
That's gotta feel good.
In the gay community, you're the bear. In our community, you're just retarded. And lastly, Jim, that picture was not taken by my spouse or best friend. I don't have a spouse or a best friend. I thought that was obvious. Cheers, dickheads.
You're a listener to the show.
that-
I'm glad you're empowering
that-
a serial killer, Eddie. That's
Those are
awesome.
our tip. You know what I like most about it? That you so brazenly tried to spout off what kind of gun it was. And again, wrong.
Wow.
Whatever.
Everything you say is wrong.
Okay.
There's a guy out there. If you're the listener that does it, there's a listener who listens to the show and then Googles everything Jason says. And he told us that like 97% of the time Jason's wrong.
But that's why we like it.
Jason, love you on the show. We'd love to kick it if I ever get to Venice. I'm a Valley rap. It's not likely though.
Oh,
Robert
he won't
Graham.
even drive the 10 miles from the fucking valley to come see you?
This guy's
That's how big of a fan he is.
This guy's in England, and right now he's melting bullets down.
That's awesome.
Lily, earlier you said that Jason tried to kill you at the townhouse.
Yeah. You guys were upstairs.
I don't
guys
know
are
what
there.
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
No.
I on the other night when I left this house on Thursday night, I was like, Lalit, are you sure you're cool and not afraid that Jason will rape and or kill you? And you were like, yep. And so I left
They've been
you.
on dates before.
Well,
What do you mean he's gonna rape you? You
those
guys
are
have totally
perceived
been on
dates.
dates.
Not at all.
Perceived.
That
it.
was
a Really?
No, we've
one-sided
talked
date.
about this before though.
One side
Oh.
date, yeah. But yeah, no, he comes up to me at first and was like, "Hey, Lily, you know my cock is priceless."
I don't know.
And I was like, and then I go,
No,
then
you
I go,
didn't.
"Hey, Jason,
No, you didn't.
I just know that it's free."
Can I have some more
So
vodka,
then
please?
his friend comes up to me.
Also,
Can I have some more vodka?
Yeah.
Jason, that was your giveaway that
Sociopath.
everything
I
she
have the
just said is
voicemail,
100%
Jason.
true.
I have
No.
the
Yes,
voicemail
yeah.
threatening to kill me if I hooked up with your friend or whatever.
Oh, there's a douchebag that I'm not really fond of. Like managed to squirrel her away from our group, and I was just like,
family.
You're like a
But I
cult
like how.
leader.
Yeah, I
Why'd
blo-
you come after me? Why wouldn't you go after him?
Jason,
you want to talk about the night before?
Why don't you just lock her in your basement? Oh, you don't have one.
You have a pretty neighbor. There's a blonde girl that lives close by.
Eddie, do you have an attic?
that came up to me at the bar, and she was kind of interested because I was actually with you. That I think. it
What's
was
kind of
the same-
interested? Did she
Well-
not run away screaming?
Exactly.
Very
Is the
She's a
converse of that.
stripper, Eddie. She's a
So-
stripper.
So,
I have a stripper neighbor.
anyways,
Where?
Lily,
Which side?
Former.
So Lily
Not
decided to
Rehabilitated? Jason, shut up. This is more important. What side of the house? Which side does she live on?
I'm not telling.
Really?
She totally cock blocked me. That girl was actually.
Was she the one in the pink bikini standing in the alley today?
No.
Oh.
I was having a good conversation. I was using some of the things that you've taught me.
I don't teach you anything.
Eddie, he
have-
was gloating about the show. We have 2.5 million downloads.
Eddie teaches
Yeah, we
you
do, don't we?
lies.
We are
Eddie
2.5
teaches
million.
you lies, Jason.
You have nothing but the
No, she actually asked about it because I was with Ernie, I was with Jesse.
She
I
asked,
was
"Hey,
with
what do you do?
It was
We
after
have
all
a
our meal.
podcast."
So
You
she
guys
was
are so
interested in the
whiny.
group. So I was telling her what was up, and Lily was like, "Get away from that girl."
Seriously, you guys both sound like you're maybe
Jesse,
in
were
like
you-
with
were
each
you-
other.
So I
were
mean,
you-
I wasn't really wanting to bring
were
up
you
stuff
with
like
him?
this, but there you go.
Sounds in like.
I was pretty wasted though. I'm not. What exactly? Who was this guy? Was it the guy that you hooked me up with lunch with? Who had some business?
Oh,
deal for
yeah.
us?
The guy you made us go to lunch with, Daniel.
No.
So who is the guy? Who's the guy, Lily?
I don't even know. I don't remember.
Did Jason set up a business
I
lunch?
spoke to him for like
Oh,
5
yeah, he
minutes.
said-
Yeah,
business
and
lunch.
you
You
know
went
what?
through the lunch.
Listen.
It's really
okay,
not a big
Yeah.
deal.
let's can we let's like well okay so
God, I miss Jim.
Oh man, I went to
Yeah.
this business lunch.
You know what the best part is, Jesse? He tried to send me on that meeting. And I
And
was
you
like,
sent Jesse?
I go to this lunch. He shows up 45 minutes late. Is obviously on crystal meth.
Does he do
the
meth?
guy?
Is that what it is?
no he
Coke?
likes Adderall, I believe.
Whatever it is, he can't stop touching his gums. The whole fucking meal. He's going like literally fucking like a crackhead. Like imagine Dave Chappelle on Chappelle's show fucking playing the crackhead.
Yeah.
And so literally after 5 minutes, I'm so uncomfortable. Everyone around us, all the surrounding tables are looking at this guy like, what is this motherfucker on? Because he's wigging us all out. Everyone's like looking around. And that's when I fucking
And now,
left.
Jason, didn't this guy go on to work with your hair care company?
Yeah, that didn't work out.
And what happened with that?
Well,
their HR policies.
yeah, well, nothing
Super lenient.
nothing happened.
What was he supposed to do with your hair care company?
Oh, they were going to do some web marketing.
And
stuff
how did
like
that work out?
It didn't work out.
Oh. Weren't you recently at a hair show?
Actually, yeah, I was at a show on Sunday.
How did that go?
It was nice.
Did you get your hair cut? Looks good.
No, I didn't get my hair
Yeah,
cut,
Jason,
actually.
please, I'm begging you to go get your haircut. I cannot stand this flock of seagulls look. It's pathetic. It's
He's Dylan from that.
you have a hair color that no one's ever seen before. It's not natural. Nobody in this world, other than an orangutan, has that hair color.
Do you dye your hair?
Well, they fucked it up.
Have you
Oh,
ever seen an orangutan in the zoo? How it's like this weird color of orange that you've never seen? That's the color of Jason's hair right now.
That's the color my hair grows naturally.
Was this the night that we ran into Milan?
Yes, it was.
Thank you, Milan. I think I was shitting blood the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got us hammered.
Milan came all the way down to the townhouse. If you want to find us, if we ever go out drinking, we won't go like farther away than 2 blocks. So we go to a place called the Townhouse on Windward.
Yeah.
And that's usually where we are drinking. And we stumble out of here some nights on Monday nights if you want to find us.
Do you really want to plug that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we plug it because
Especially because
I'm never
Gary,
going.
Gary Ruvus and his two, if he can get his guns through customs, might show up.
There's nothing funnier than seeing Jim and or Eddie getting recognized at the townhouse. Their whole fucking faces light up.
yeah.
Like Christmas
Oh yeah, I
cookies.
know. Those
They are the
Aussies-
happiest motherfuckers
Those 2 guys that got
ever.
Eddie the other night.
Yeah, it's only Australians that
he's
recognize
happy.
me.
Thanksgiving, I'll tell you, one time I got recognized at the townhouse because I do audience warm up for Chelsea lately, and they didn't get recognized, and it was literally like someone had taken a crap on their lawn. Like they were very sad. And I was like, what's up, bitches?
No, I don't care about it like Jim does. I think it's fun. I never get recognized. And I get it only from Australians. And
Oh, you did have those Aussies recognize you last week. That was fun.
And Jim, when it happens, Jim makes it happen.
Yeah. Do you know who I am?
If somebody recognizes him, he will transport them from wherever they are to wherever you are so that he can then say to them, tell them what you just told me. Tell them what you just told me.
I just think.
Whoa,
he's
wait,
such a nice
Lalit's
guy.
doing the silent laugh. What? Oh, you can't laugh out loud at this?
Lalit's terrified of Jim.
I played the 5th.
Why are you afraid of Jim?
Because he reminds her of like an abusive father or something, and she has flashbacks whenever Jim looks at her, and she's like, "No, I can't say anything."
Almost.
And just feeds me.
paradise.
Does Jim beat you when we're not around?
No, he just hugs me.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you guys
nice.
hug?
We do hug. He's a
He's
good hugger.
he's really nice to you when we're not around.
Jason's
he's more
eyes
nice.
He hugs
just
me,
turned
too.
to evil.
Does he hug you?
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, Jim's
You guys are like 2 stepkids.
Jim's an affectionate guy sometimes, you know.
Have I ever hugged you?
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, Eddie. I think we should hug.
not
It's
gonna hap-
Thanksgiving.
it's not gonna
It's a
happen.
Thanksgiving
It's
hug.
not really Thanksgiving.
It
This
is the
just
time.
You
No, but
need
it's the
you.
time
You
to
know
be
what? You know
thankful.
what? I heard the other day that hugging people actually
Releases endorphins, yeah.
Releases not just endorphins, but it also helps establish
Pre-cum.
the ability to build trust in others.
I don't want trust with you.
Why not?
I don't want anything with you.
Jason, why
I
don't you do
want-
something around here? Why don't you clean or do something?
what is the thing you can do with another where they pack up their shit and get off your couch?
Evict them. Woo,
can
10
hug
points.
them.
If I hug you, will you leave? Will you move out of my house?
You would honestly be so sad.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be.
Yeah. Who would watch your dogs?
Do you want? He would wherever he's staying there. Do you know what it's like to come in here every morning and have him sprawled out on your couch in his?
You-
Oh! My girlfriend and I saw him in his underwear today. Oh,
What kind of underwear does he wear? Like tighty whitey?
The ones we bought him.
Oh, for Christmas?
No.
Last year's Christmas
One day my
underwear?
girlfriend was out and she's like, Jason needs underwear. Like she's buying underwear at the store. I go, what are you doing? She goes, Jason needs underwear. And I'm like, you're fucking buying him underwear.
You put in that request, Jason. You were like, "Hey, if you're at the store, give me some underwear."
No,
Did
no,
you
no,
really do that,
Jesse.
dude?
No, Jesse. He didn't. He said, if you're at the store, can you get me some underwear and socks?
And did you give any money for this, or you just thought that it just is free?
I don't remember.
No, it was free. It was. a
I've
gift.
been like, "Can you pick me up some orange juice? Can you get me some milk? Can you get me a lemon? Not can you get me some fucking underwear, Jason?"
is usually-
What is the matter with you, dude?
His is usually In-N-Out Burger and underwear.
Oh, yeah, and by our house, the Costco and the In-N-Out Burger are right next door to each other. So he knows if someone's going for In-N-Out, it's not too big of a jump to ask for some fucking undies.
Do you know someone should write Jason like the Dos Equis commercial? You know, the most. What is that guy? What do they
Most
call him?
interesting man.
Yeah,
in the
someone should
world.
write him a commercial.
There
like
are
that.
people,
But he's
that-
not interested.
The way I see it,
Retarded.
half our listeners hate Jason, and the other half look up to him and think he's the greatest thing that has ever existed because he's basically figured out how to get through life without having to do anything. Like he just hangs out and he's just a sycophant and he just fucking does what he's told and everybody just takes care of him. It's a fucking great life. There are people with
you know that
there are people with disabilities that live that don't get half of the welfare that you get. You get more entitlements than anyone I've ever seen in my life. From the government, from friends, from girls that don't want you around. It's unbelievable.
I've done some pretty nice things for you, and I never want you around.
I was talking to Nick, who's in the room today, who's a Marine. Fucking
Jesse's friend Nick is here. He's a Marine. We can tell by his haircut.
He was in Afghanistan driving down the road at like a bomb-filled road. All right.
Whose side was he on?
He was on their side, of course.
Oh, okay.
No. He was on our side. And like basically ammo fell off the back of the truck. The first truck in their convoy had already blown the fuck up. And he had to get out of the truck and walk on a bomb like infested road to pick up the ammo and put it back on the truck. Why? So you don't waste taxpayers' dollars.
No.
That's how the Marines roll. And Jason's been on fucking unemployment insurance for the 97 weeks in a row.
So if you're one of our troops out there that are fighting for our country, know what you're fighting for right now. He's sitting on the couch. What is that? What are you drinking right now?
He's drinking a vodka and raspberry iced tea, and he's sitting in a very plush chair. Say thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Say thank you to the troops.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hooray for you.
Now, Nick, you're a Marine. Let me ask you a question. If you could go back to Afghanistan and do that all over again, and they said, can you go get those bullets because Jason needs In-N-Out Burger and some underwear tonight?
Would you do it?
Would you get off the truck?
Every Marine would.
Wow.
Oh, do you see that? They're all fighting
So you
for
do have friends, Jason. They all
right.
love you.
I'm just starting to question the Marines now.
No, the Marines would all fucking kill him. Are you? Yeah, he would be collateral damage in Iraq or Afghanistan.
It's not collateral.
Isn't Josh Hartnett a Marine, or is that just a movie?
That was a movie.
That was a
He's
movie.
so hot.
My dad was a 30-year soldier.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he was base commander Fort Gordon, Georgia. He spent 30 years in the Army. He 2 tours in Vietnam. Taught at the School of Americas in Panama. That's where I was born.
How the fuck did you end up
No,
like
hang
this?
on. I think we should observe Jason trying to interact with a normal human being. Let's
Sorry,
see how
my
this
No,
goes.
I mean, I grew up in that
interruption.
shit. Actually, I know the military.
Yeah, you're a military brat. Talk
And
about it.
I was a brat, and I am thankful I didn't go in as an adult after having already lived it as a child. So thank you, but thank you for being.
I'm sure the Army's thankful as well. But,
But yeah, I'm sure.
Oh,
How long would Jason have lasted in boot camp?
well, in the Army boot camp, probably longer than the Marine Corps boot camp, but
Marine Corps is harder?
a little bit.
Wait,
A
did
little
anybody catch how Jason said, I'm glad I didn't go in as an adult? When did you become an adult, Jason? At what point did you?
You're right.
Yeah, it is like having. a
You're
child.
right, Shapiro.
I had a buddy the other day Kenny, our friend, went to SEAL Fit, which is like this course that you can like pay money to go be treated like a Navy SEAL. And they like throw you in cold water, make you carry the logs around and do push-ups in the sand, and you don't sleep for 52 hours, and they just abuse the shit out of you. I go, how was it? He goes, it was inspirational, man. He goes, it changed my life. It's incredible. He goes, now I know I can do anything. And I go, how long would I have lasted there? He goes, you wouldn't have made it 5 minutes. Because the first thing they do, they squirted us in the face with a hose. You would have gone, fuck off, and walked off. I could never have gone. I don't know how you do it. When people go, oh, you're going to pick up this gun and you're going to shoot somebody. I'd be like, hi, I'm going to just be
what if Jason was the target?
Oh, I could fucking shoot him in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
You'd be a fucking sniper within a week.
In fact, can we join the military together?
Oh, that'd be cute.
Friendly fire. That's not so friendly.
You get that Ethel Merman thing going at the end there, dude. That's nice.
None of our listeners know who Ethel Merman
Was
is.
Ethel Merman Jewish?
I don't know. Was she?
See, I know you're going for the Jew reference. You always are, you anti-Semite.
I'm
Didn't
not
you, Jesse? You asked
anti-Semitic.
me once if I was Jewish.
Yes.
He wanted to see if he could mate with you.
No. I don't like Jewish girls. That's why I thought I didn't like Lindsay.
But then even after I said I wasn't Jewish, you still didn't like me. So there's something going on.
You were just in a real great place that night, I think. And,
Are Jason and I the only ones with Thanksgiving stories?
Yeah. Tell
Well, we
us.
didn't really brief about this.
Tell us about your Thanksgiving broken home.
Yeah, your mother's
Yeah.
Naked hippie.
yeah. Lindsay's mom is new to the nudist world. Well, she's not new. It's about a year or two.
My mom is a nudist.
she became a nudist as an adult?
Yes.
Wow.
This is what happens when you remarry at 42 on a jet ski in Key West and move to Florida.
Can we call Lindsay's mom?
Yeah,
I've
we
met
had
Lindsay's
mom call.
She made me brownies.
Yeah. I
Pop
call my mom.
brownies?
My mom actually cut her hair recently because she started going gray and decided she wanted to quit dyeing it. So she shaved off all of her hair and let it grow in gray, and I started calling her Midge because that was the dykiest name I could think of. But I hear from her. She's always traveling with my stepdad. But I don't have any crazy story. I grew up with my dad. She was always out being naked. My dad always yelled at me for talking a lot.
I believe that.
Is your dad one of our listeners?
Yeah.
My dad is probably the shyest. My dad says maybe 2 words a week.
How can he get any in when you're there?
Well, I mean, he's just he has the 2 most obnoxious daughters in the entire world, and at any family
You
thing.
have a twin?
Oh, you met my sister.
Oh yeah, we know.
I
the
have
sister
a sister who's a year younger than me.
who we're all gonna bang.
Yeah, she's the pretty one. As Jim likes to say, we miss you so much, Uncle Jim. Come back.
Lily, no.
All my Thanksgiving stories start with my dad being ridiculously drunk, attempting to beat up my mom, and once I had my cat killed on Thanksgiving Day in front of our apartment building when I was like,
Just lost 2 more listeners.
12.
They just slit their wrists.
No, are you kidding me? You know our listeners. That's why I was saying everyone's gonna hate
jerking
you for
off to
your
that.
fucking story, Eddie.
Happy Thanksgiving,
You've got
everybody.
the threesome story where there's whipped cream and Thanksgiving pie
Yeah, but
all over the place.
It ended up being like the show where I just had 2 people hating me. Both girls left hating me, despising me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is because your story is like, hey, I fucked 2 chicks on Thanksgiving.
I didn't even get to fuck one of them.
Oh,
And one of
poor
them-
baby,
One of them
pobrecita.
definitely got a yeast infection.
Don't
from
you
that.
guys really
absolutely.
like those little hot dog
Yeah,
things?
and that's true. One of them got a yeast infection.
From the
and it
dairy.
wa-
My
it
point
wasn't
being
from the
is
dairy, it
everyone's
was
going to
from
like
mine.
Jason's story a lot better because everyone who's lonely on Thanksgiving listening to this, and if you're listening to this on Thanksgiving, you are lonely.
But his-
then they're going to be like, oh, my Thanksgiving could have been shittier. I could have been locked out of my parents' house who went on vacation with all of our pets and animals and didn't fucking invite me.
listeners.
Oi! Happy Thanksgiving!
fuck
No,
Thanksgiving. I hate
no, but
Thanksgiving.
Lynn.
No, we're
but
gonna sing the Thanksgiving song.
Yeah,
at the
and
end.
Lalit
What is
also.
this?
That was a great gripping story there with the cat dying.
Was it
and
I
all.
gripping?
really
I had to
have
get out of it.
Eyes
It was
were
getting so
bulging out.
fucking
The head was
depressing.
smashed in by my neighbor. I was 12.
Jeez.
That's
wait.
just
Christ.
traumatic.
That
How did you?
happened to me.
Wait.
Yeah, that happened to me in the 1st grade. No bullshit.
What? Who's
The neighbor kids killed my cat.
You've never told us this.
I think you told me your dad killed
I lived.
That's
No,
what I
no,
just
no,
told
no.
you, Eddie.
He killed the poodle.
he drowned your
the
dog in
poodle,
front of you.
and then when he tried to resuscitate it, it blew the eyes out of its head.
And that's the only story that's making
Yeah.
this episode worth listening
That's
to.
30 years in the military, buddy. Hallelujah.
That's the only
Glad for
story worth
fucking
listening
them.
to.
Wait, Nick, what did you
Vietnam-
see in
yeah.
Afghanistan?
Oh, that's more depressing.
All my stories are equally sad, but they involve people that matter. So
Hey, poodles matter, okay?
That was Nick, our Marine.
Nick the Marine. Thanks for coming.
Lalit. So what happened to your cat? Explain what happened to the cat.
We will let the cat out. She was an outdoor-indoor cat, and Thanksgiving Day, we let her out. And
Then she was an inside-out cat.
it was an inside-out cat.
Jason's getting drunk.
And actually that was a he. He didn't come back for like 5 hours. And we're like, something's up. So my mom and I decided to take a little stroll, and we find her a couple yards away from our apartment with its head smashed in, eyes bulging out about 5 inches, and a couple other dead cats around. So it was like a crazy neighbor who was on a hunt for killing cats.
Jesus.
Jeez, do
Yeah.
you tease every guy in every neighborhood?
Yeah.
I was 12. I looked like a
Lolita.
boy.
Were you teasing the pedophiles?
Yep.
well, if we're talking about dead animals, I want to give a shout out to 3 donkeys that probably saved some Marines' lives in Afghanistan. We heard an explosion. We didn't know what it was, and we were worried that it was a couple other Marines somewhere that we didn't know about. But as it turns out, it was 3 donkeys that went running down a road, and they saved us by finding the bomb first.
They were- Donkeys ran into an IED?
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, we think it was 3 donkeys.
You just couldn't tell by the shit that was
Yeah, I
flying
think we
everywhere.
found like 11 hooves. So
Why don't you do that all the time? Why don't you just send donkeys into the
PETA.
minefields?
That's why.
Oh no, it can't be PETA.
No.
donkeys are cheaper than Marines.
They
as
do
it
it.
turns out in
No.
Afghanistan.
They do it.
so-
They do it with cute puppies.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Hey, I have a sad animal story like that. When I was a kid, I used to have hamsters, and and my dad used to lube them up and shove them.
Oh, yeah, you got a threesome with your two hamsters?
Yeah.
No,
You have the best holiday stories.
no. I used
so
to
cool.
I used to have a hamster, and it was like my best friend in the whole world, and I love my hamster. There was a gray one. I had a gray one. My brother had a white one, and one day the gray one was gone.
Eddie, can I ask their names?
I forget. No, I do forget. The gray one died, or it didn't die. It was gone. It just disappeared. And I said to my parents, what happened? And they said, oh, it probably got out of its cage, and then it went off, and now it's gone to find its friends in the wilderness. And so it ran away with all its friends, and it's really happy now, and you should be happy for your hamster. And I was very happy for my hamster until winter came around, and I went to put on my big moon boot. Remember moon boots?
Oh, yeah.
And I went to put on squish, squish, dead hamster in my moon boot. It went in there and died. And trauma.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Why do you
That
think I like to
explains all your
abuse-
anxiety.
And then you had a threesome with the white hamster and the gray dead one, and it was awesome.
I actually have
whipped
a-
cream and Thanksgiving pie.
I have a story.
Jesse, you're fired.
I have a story actually similar. I have a friend, the guy, I used to do auto body. I used to fix cars for a living. And
Whoa, wait! Is this a new addition to the?
I
no,
remember
no.
the
It's
story.
on the
No,
it's
this is
on the
true.
CV. It's on the CV.
We've talked about this a lot.
But the guy that was my mentor in the trade was a Vietnam vet, and he told me a story one night. They had this, it was like a vicious firefight. They thought they had a human wave coming at them out of the woods, and they were just spent the night, expending rounds into the woods. And in the morning, they discovered that it was just a massive monkey migration. And it was just like, no, but like they didn't know. They thought it was people running at them
What
out of the
fuck
woods.
is wrong with you?
So
you
they
grow
just
up on
basically
Jurassic
spent the night
Jason-
killing monkeys.
Jason, did you explain the theory of evolution while that happened?
Did you fall asleep while watching Jurassic Park?
This shit happened, man. He was there.
It didn't.
You don't know.
It didn't
Jason,
happen.
you retell me so many stories that I told you when you were high or drunk, and then they're a little bit different that I, for a while, don't detect the story, and then it starts.
You didn't
coming
tell
through.
me this story.
No, but you tell me stories that I've told you so often.
Yeah, but this story is
and then they're a little
Dave
bit different.
Morrell. He was a tunnel rat. He carried the 60.
Yeah, but so often the stories have you've embellished them a little bit, but it's my original story, and I'm like,
So you're taking claim on this story?
no, I never told you about shooting monkeys, but I guarantee someone else did.
Yeah, I just shared a story. I wasn't in Vietnam.
Planet of the
Jason's
Apes.
never told an original story in his whole entire life. let's we all know that, I think, right?
Look, listen. The idea of when the barista kills that famous actor was my story, and that they recycled him. That
Jason's
was my
claiming the
original.
Tom Cruise story.
Eric Heimbold backed me
much
up on that I made that story up.
No, he didn't.
Hi, I'm Eric Heinbold, and I'm backing you up.
Shut up, Shapiro. I hate you.
Do you see what he just said? I hate you. We have a guest for our next episode named Lachlan Patterson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Lachlan is.
Is he
coming
bringing
up.
his dog?
I don't think he's bringing the dog. I didn't ask for the dog this time because you jerked off his dog.
I'm
last
not.
time.
I didn't jerk it off.
You jerked off. What?
Look, I listened to you. That's my fucking fault.
Lindsay. Our next.
Hey, Jason.
Wait, so you did jerk off?
Wait,
I
wait.
didn't jerk off
Let me
the
explain.
dog.
Let me explain.
I did it.
We have proof. Did you film it?
I filmed it. I have it on
Oh,
tape.
was I actually jerking it off?
Okay,
You were
wait a
rubbing
minute. Wait a
that
minute.
puppy?
When you grab a dog's cock
I-
with your hand
I didn't
and
do that.
move it up and down,
I didn't do that.
technically that is jerking
I
a
didn't do
dog
that.
off. What do you call it? Do you have some other fucking Jasonism for it where you're like, I was puddling it?
Massage.
I didn't do that.
What were you doing? I was giving it chi.
I don't remember
What were you giving it?
I didn't do that.
Did you touch the dog's cock?
Nope.
Do we have it on film?
I have it on tape.
Okay, we're gonna
It's on-
upload
it's
it.
in
It'll
my
be on our
laptop.
YouTube page. Go to our YouTube page. You're gonna see the video
We're
of
putting
Jason
it up.
jerk
Chris
off
and
a
I-
dog.
Chris, we got
We're
this.
gonna make him blow the dog next episode.
We have a very good video that's online. We were out at a restaurant the other night, Milan, when he fucking drugged us with tequila all night.
I don't
Yes.
remember
we,
much.
we went to Swingers in Santa Monica to get food afterwards. We're eating food and we all eat. They have cupcakes there that are incredible, and we're all eating the cupcakes. Ernie just shook his head. Ernie
About
knows
the
food.
incredible
And
cupcake.
red velvet.
If Ernie gives a thumbs up on a
Ernie.
fucking cupcake or any kind of dessert,
Normally
food,
it's about a joke or about how well the thing's going. Today it was just like cupcake. Boom.
Ernie is the Roger Ebert of desserts. If he gives 2 fat thumbs up,
Except he's got a neck.
So we went and got these cupcakes, and while we were eating them, I had the idea of smashing one in Jason's face because he would try to eat them all. So
Like a newlywed couple.
yeah, I'd go when he goes down to eat it, just smash in his face. But then Jason or we all left the restaurant, so we didn't get a chance to do it. I said, do it outside. So I give it to Jesse, and I go, just smash it in his face when he goes to smell it. Meanwhile, out of the blue, we're filming it so they can have it. Out of the blue, for no reason, Lalit just walks up and kicks him in the nuts harder than I've ever seen someone. Doesn't even affect him, but then Jesse just smashed, to add insult to injury, just smashed the cupcake in his face. But I watched the video over and over again, and I don't get, why did you kick him in the nuts?
He called me lame. He said I was lame, and before
I
that,
love her for that. Actually, you know,
he
when she-
smiled and laughed. We laughed it off.
Yeah, it
I
was-
think he's gonna jerk your
wasn't-
dog off if you have one.
I want to go smash your kitten's head.
I don't
already
have
dead.
cats anymore because of that. Jason, but you liked it, didn't you?
a little bit.
Would you let her kick you in the nuts right
No
now?
harm, no foul.
No,
Would you let?
We need something good to end this show, Jason.
Will you
Come
let?
on,
Will you let her?
no, I'm achy. I don't want to get any physical stuff.
You're icky?
What are you achy from?
What's wrong, Jason? Do you need some chicken soup? Do you feel sick?
What's wrong, Jason?
I
Jerked
was
off a dog.
really drunk about a month ago.
And it's still bothering you.
Yeah, no. I went out with
Yesterday.
Jim. This is Jim's story.
Okay.
Jim comes home.
So you've already blown a dog. Is that
All right, Shapiro, you're just being retarded. So, anyways, Jim comes home and he goes, "Listen, I got some mates coming in from out of town. If you promise to behave, I'll take you along."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "What am I gonna do?" You know.
Mhm.
So we go to the other room, and when we get there probably about 30 minutes before his friends arrive. And the friend that came into town was one of his, basically these 2 girls or sisters. They're promoters or whatever, and they both worked for him. And their dad is an Emmy award-winning composer. So he was in town for the Emmys. He was nominated this year or something. And so they looked him up to hang out. So we look at each other before we go into the bar. We're like, we're having one beer.
And you're with Jim.
And I was with Jim.
Yeah. Good luck.
So we get there, we both get a beer, and I actually bought the first round because I had a little bit of money. And
Here's the
then-
first lie in the story.
No, I actually did. And
Tally,
then,
lie one.
and then his friends arrived, and they were all British.
Right.
And the music guy, took a liking to me, thought I was a funny guy, and,
Lie to.
and he decided to start buying drinks for everybody.
Uh-huh.
And I got
Your favorite kind of drink.
I got a free drink. I got completely shit faced to the point where I was staggering about 20 feet in each direction before I could change directions. I mean, I was like so fucked up. I've never had this happen to me like this, where I couldn't stand still and I couldn't stand upright.
Well, we're
And-
going to do it on the next episode. So
So I ended up basically doing a face plant in front of an Emmy award winning composer that had just basically about an hour before given me his card and said, "You're a cool guy." You-
I've heard the Milan Balon song, and I'm thinking you
Yeah,
might be able to
no, he
compose
actually
on
said,
the
like, you
next
know,
Chariots of Fire.
I would like to hear what you can do, and he gives me his card. I'm excited about that. We
and you
get
were like,
drunk,
I write songs without rhymes.
and then I do a face plant into
Into a
some raw
puddle.
sewage. I mean, it was the worst smelling shit in the world. And I twisted something in my knee and my hip, and I basically passed out at the top of the stairs on the floor, and that's where I ended up sleeping, by your door.
Yeah.
With all the sewage.
On the ground.
Waiting for Jim to wake up to tell him
No,
you're
Jim.
sorry.
No, Jim was
Put your
funny.
tail between
No,
your
actually,
legs.
the way Jim actually the thing is Jim came home before I got home, and his friends had to call him and say, "You got to come rescue this guy," because I was in the middle of the street,
How come I've never heard
covered
about
in raw
He
sewage.
told us his story.
I was
about how he
covered
a
in
hero,
sewage
that a
and I was
music guy, but
puking
the
all
real
over the
story was
sidewalk,
he embarrassed
right?
Jim.
I was covered in raw sewage and puking all over the sidewalk. So Jim actually, to his testament, gets out of his hamster cage, walks all the way back down to Abbott, comes and rescues me and walks me back here. And then I pass out on the floor, and he gets up in the mid-afternoon the next day, and he comes in and he goes, "Oh, I knew you'd be on the floor." And that was it. It was a fucked up night.
So why are you
does that have
still
anything to
yucky?
do with why you can't let Lalit kick you in the nuts?
I'm hurting
Ah.
from that night. Still,
Yeah, that was
I
a
fucked
month
my.
ago. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I fucked up something.
No, dude. Jason, if it makes you feel any better whatsoever, even if you hadn't have done that, the guy still would have known that your music's shit and that you wouldn't have made anything out of it.
That's just been mean.
Hold on.
Oh,
No, you're
Jay.
just being
Hold on,
mean.
Jesse. Hold on. Jason, you're claiming this happened how long ago?
I think it was a month.
A month ago, and since then, you've rolled down the stairs, you've jumped you've done dynamic landings for
I saw you do a
us.
backflip.
You've done a backflip. You've
No, I haven't.
you fell off your skateboard. You went over the handlebars of your
I
bike.
don't know. Just something's aggravated today, and I'm just.
Wait, so what did you do today?
I worked for you as an actor.
Yeah, and what did you do acting?
I climbed a rope. I jumped on boxes. I did some pull-ups. I ran around with dogs.
So is that maybe why you're hurting today?
No, I was hurting before we did the video, but I just did it. Because you know why?
Why?
Remember what I tell you?
What?
When the camera goes on, pain goes away.
That's how you should end the show right there.
Yeah.
King of California.
Did you really just say that?
Yep. And I meant it.
Oh, maybe the pain goes away because you were fucking high out of your mind.
No, man. When that camera goes on, it's on. I mean it. I'm ready.
Well, I'm thankful that this episode's over.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I hope enough of you killed yourself or didn't kill yourself. Charlotte, we hope you're still around. Don't fuck us around. We're trying to cure your cancer. We want to help you.
We have a scientist in the lab right now.
Yeah, we have a lot of our listeners have tried to help you. Please do that. I want to thank everybody for being here on Thanksgiving with us, even though it's not really Thanksgiving. Jason, as always, it's not good to be with you. Jesse, it's good to be with you.
Right now, I'm spending Thanksgiving alone in Eddie's house with his dogs, and he's in Australia.
Where's Jim?
Jim is going to be Australia too, isn't he?
Not on November 24th.
Oh, he'll be here with me?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have a Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be me and Jim and the dogs, and we're going to have a postcard photo done.
You
Of
guys
us
are going
sitting
to eat
around the
barbecue,
table
pulled
together.
pork, and watermelon juice.
Oh, by the way, Jason has T-shirts available.
Oh, that's right.
Wait. Let's bring it on the next episode.
Okay, we'll talk
All right,
about
we'll
it
talk
next
next
episode.
Lily, can you turn on the camera and kick Jason in the balls?
But I'd
already?
rather do it on this
Yeah.
episode
No.
because that's a full week more of sales.
Don't worry about it. You're not going to sell any. Let's as we go, let Lily kick you in the nuts. Come on, you'll like it.
Please don't hurt
For
me.
old time's sake.
Do the trick.
Come on.
Do the trick. Yeah. All right.
Doing
so-
tucking the balls under?
Yeah, so
I'll get
Lolita's
it
gonna
still.
Lolita's gonna
Thanksgiving,
kick him in the
everyone.
nuts.
Ladies, watch those
Happy
carbs.
Thanksgiving, and please come see me. I'm at the Comedy Store in Sydney right now.
Hey, stand up straight.
That's it. Right there. You got it.
Then I'm gonna do it from here.
No. Get away.
Oh, come on. Someone's touching your
Oh my God! All right, that was the kick. Stop. Now you're stepping on shit, Lalit. Jason,
Okay,
you're gonna
Lizzie's
hurt her.
going home
You're
now.
gonna hurt her. You're gonna hurt her, you mongoloid.
He would never hurt her. It's
Yes,
his
he
Jane.
would.
It's his
Yes,
Jane.
he would. It's like fucking Frankenstein with the.
You always fucking
I didn't even close out the episode. God, you guys are retarded. So thanks for listening to Talking Shit. I hope you like this episode. We're trying to keep them up, and just go fuck yourself.
Talking shit.